We're about to the G77 Summit venue in Havana with our colleague Gladys Quesada, who has the latest on today's Paramount event. Hello, Gladys.
Hello, Are. Yeah, we're still here in the briefing room here in the G77 Summit and China. So far, the organizers, the Cuba hosts of this summit held in Havana, are calling for the attendees to just adjust their speeches and their remarks to 5 minutes each, because there are still about 50 speakers to go. And as I was saying in the previous report, there are the majority are from Africa and Latin America and the Caribbean. So today is paramount for the debates to give other perspectives regarding these parts of the global south. Also, in this afternoon, it is expected that all the speakers conclude their remarks and gather that in a final draft declaration that must be ratified and approved. And that's the way that this summit is gonna come to an end. So far, the speakers have addressed several topics, several issues, all of them going around, orbiting around the main topic and the theme of the summit, that is technology, science and innovation. But everyone or each one of them from their point of view, from their perspective and their realities. We were listening to Jamaica's foreign minister, and she was explaining how the island needs to find new solutions and to diversify technology and to open technology and academia for all and for everyone, as a way to democratize knowledge and the know-how of the scientific ways. So that is one of the ways that Jamaica tries to enhance, to find solutions to more knowledge and to find more science for development, and also to find progress through the scientific ways. Also, we were seeing the representative of Singapore that was calling for the digitalization, and Antigua and Barbuda that was proposing the urgent creation and the design of an inclusive financial system.
And how have they addressed achieving the objective of the sustainable development?
Well, I think one of the main ways among all the speakers is the proposal to find not only strategies and plans and schemes to find these solutions to the transition of energy and other topics, but also they are proposing action. They are all calling for action. And as many of them have said, empty promises is not a solution for the global south. Action must follow the words. Well, there is a word, there must be also a will and a movement and a strategy from the governments. Also, they were speaking about allocation of funds, to fund climate change, to fund climate strategies, and to fund green economies, and also sustainable development based in industrialization and the protection of the peoples and the indigenous and natives cultures. Those are ways they are calling, and all of them have a common preoccupation and a common sense that the main core of the solutions must come from the autochthonous, from inside, from the core of the primal cultures and the primal civilizations, and also from the people, and not just from the governments and not just from international bodies and organisms.
President Lula stressed that there are two major transformations in progress. What is the significance of those transformations?
Well, Lula was the main and the first speaker on this morning, and he was addressing several issues and several topics. He was promoting sustainable industrialization as a way to protect nature. I was referring to that in other reports. And also he tried and called for South-South cooperation to enhance it and to find other new ways. Also, he was supporting the new rotating presidency of the G77 and China for Uganda, as Uganda is going to be the venue and the main host for the Kampala Summit, the South Summit, in January 2024. But you were asking me about these two prominent topics in the Lula words, in Lula's speech. So the first one of them is digital revolution, and the second one is energy transition. Lula was calling in a moment to say that those are two major shifts, two major changes in global policies in the new multipolar world that we all want. But he also was referring that the Global South must be sure and must guarantee not to create differences and not to create more gaps and not to go to a demise by entering in these two transitions, in these two processes. Because as he was referring, the Global North is always going up and is always improving itself at the cost and at the expenses of the Global South. So if us, the underdeveloped countries and the underdeveloped peoples, are going to move forward and are going to find a common future, must be with energy transition and with science that is going to be joining us, gathering us, finding us and coming together in a future for all.
Thank you, Gladys Quesada, reporting from the summit.
No, thanks to you for the time. And please stay with us because we will have more details in upcoming news briefs and in upcoming reports from here, the briefing room of the G77 and China. Stay with me, stay with us, and follow Are and follow me and teleSUR English in all our socials.